I'll get letters about that. I think he's all right. So anyway, we're, you know, obviously everybody's still a work in progress this early in the season. And, you know, you got different bright spots in the game. You know, some of my concerns about our season right now reared their head tonight because we don't really have a perimeter guy that views himself as a dirty work guy. We had, our two wing guys had 7 turnovers, and they both had 1 more rebound than John F. Kennedy and Martin Luther King. So that's not going to get, and you know, Jaquan's hurt, and Jaquan views himself as that. He's a rebounder and a dirty work guy. But you know, in the Big East, we play against 6'7" small forwards, and we got to be able to get some second chance points. I haven't looked at. I mean, 9 is bad. You know, we didn't make it 3 in the second half. We didn't come close to getting an offensive rebound. You know, 9 offensive rebounds is not what we're about. You know, we recruit athletes to play big, strong, and physical. You know, I got to get my wing guys. I got to do a better job at the end of the day. It's my job. It's my team. I got to get my wing guys rebounding in basketball. That said, my 2 freshmen didn't play a lot. JD and Jeremiah and Gelon both had 2 defensive rebounds. We weren't getting numbers to the offensive glass, is what I'm telling you. You know, the offensive rebounding is all about numbers. You can't have one guy going. And you know, at times when you end up at your offense in a 4-out situation, trying to make it hard for them to defend Yancey, and somebody takes a shot, the point guard goes back. For us, 4 guys are supposed to rebound. 4 guys. We had 1 guy going at the time, so that's not going to be it. So we got to clean that up. You know, and our blocking out had left a lot to be desired with the long rebounds. But, you know, I'm not going to say a lot about our defense. You know, they only score 54. You know, it's like I told our guys, you know, we got to, if you get 39 and 39, you got 78. You know, for us, we've got to become a better, more efficient offensive team. And that goes with getting second chance points. You can't just hope that you make every shot. So,
Talk about the play of Justin tonight.
Justin was great. You know, it's amazing. You're dealing with young people in sports. He got thrown out of practice about 3 days ago. Friday, he got thrown out of practice. I didn't like his effort. He's got Octavius battling for playing time, and he knows how good Sheck is. It's amazing what that does to a guy, isn't it? I mean, he's a great kid. But I've talked about this earlier when you guys all talked to me. This group of guys has never had any type of national ranking. That's a big concern for me. You know, we got some guys that we got to realize, you know, that rank right now means nothing. You lose games, it's going to be gone. You know, nobody's earned anything. Last year's team earned our national ranking, but they're gone. We're not last year. It's not last year. So, you know, it's a dynamic as a coach. You know, you gotta make sure guys are sharp and hungry, and you realize you're only as good as how hard you're working in your next game. So it's a little bit of a challenge for me this year with some of our guys. You know, I got some guys who are really nice guys, and you know, the intensity at times isn't maybe their strong suit. They're a little too nice for me. Of course, maybe I'm a little too intense, but at the end of the day, we got to be careful with just making sure that we understand that we're going to get what we deserve, like every other team. You know, and other teams practice; they got scholarships, and the minute you walk out with a big head, you're going to get it chopped off. So I'm fighting that a little bit with some of our guys. I think we're a little overconfident, because right now nobody's any good. Really, I mean, nobody's any good right now. I mean, it's early. And that's going to go on. You're going to be developing until January. You know, we got to understand that.
Can Justin be a consistent offensive threat?
Oh, I hope so. It's a lot more easier to coach that way.
Yeah.
You know, not only is he at 24, he's got it on 10 shots. He's really been working hard on his free throws with Coach Davis, and you know, he's playing with a lot more strength. I think he's still got to continue to work extra with Dave Andrews on his strength. You know, he's pretty confident with his standstill 3 too. You know, I think that shocked our fans. It didn't shock our bench. He's been making those. He's worked hard on that all summer. He's not going to shoot them on the move, and he's not going to shoot them all the time, but he can make that just stand, if they don't guard it, which, is good, but it's going to, not allow people to just stand around the answer all the time. So, you really look at his game, though. He gets 24, he made one shot. That's what I'm trying to say to the other guys, our wing guys. They can't just rely. A true scorer gets layups and free throws. Like Carmelo Anthony, leading scorer in the NBA, leading free throw maker in the NBA. True scorer gets layups and free throws. You can't live with jump shots. That's where SK gets no free throws. Dion gets one. Justin got 21 on layups and free throws.
Yeah, exactly along those same lines. Are you concerned at all with SK with the two? I know it's only exhibition games, but 2 exhibition games, only 10 points. But does that pretty much go along with what you're saying about attacking the basket?
I think he's trying to figure out his role on the team. It's early. As he's starting for the first time. He's trying to figure out when should I attack. He took a couple. He's great on it. He's got to attack and get fouled. Twice tonight he had great attacks, and then instead of going up and trying to get fouled, he went with the triple Lindy up and under air ball layup. You just go up and get fouled. Keep it simple and go up. Another guy. He's just really strong for a guard. So he's still learning. You got to remember it's his second year, first time being in this role. I think he presses. In fact, I know he does. I told you this about him last year. He's way too hard on himself. He needs to lighten up.
Didn't play the young guys a lot tonight.
That was, what, I was really trying to get our guys ready for Saturday. We're off tomorrow, trying to get Yancey's conditioning, especially Yancey, because it was Shaq out, and them guys are going to have to get used to playing more minutes. And you got to realize Justin didn't play a lot last year. Some games he played, but most of the time, he didn't play a lot. So, you got to realize, our other guys, the young guys, they play every day in practice. But you got some guys, asking Yancey to play more minutes, and Justin, the only way to do that is to play.
Octavius was the first big off the bench tonight.
He's played great in practice. Just a tough game tonight. We didn't get a lot out of it defensively. We're not going to guard a 5-out. Yancey's got to guard a guy trying to do it. Nobody's going to play 5 guards and go for 5-out dribble.
Justin did pretty well on Jones, though.
Yeah. Yancey, they show they can move their feet and stuff. But that was kind of a waste of time for us. I understand why they did it. They tried to run their offense, and it didn't work when we were up 15. So they made an adjustment. But I'd much rather play somebody that's going to run their offense and play normal. Where you got to guard some screens and some different things instead of just try to ISO Yancey off the drive. I don't think UConn's doing that. I don't see Syracuse pulling that one.
Anything else?
Yeah, NKU's on the verge of going to Division I. How much of a challenge were they tonight? Because they just beat West Virginia.
They got good players. Did they go to Division I yet?
Not yet. They're waiting for an invitation.
Somebody writing that check.
It should happen by the end of the semester.
Yeah, I know they got a great arena. And I think it's all about getting in the league. I think that's the move they make. They got to get in the league. Obviously, it would make sense for if the OVC would open the books for them. We got enough of our own issues with conferences right now.
You got getting a little bit of a sweat at the end of the game tonight to kind of give the guys a little bit of a.
Yeah, yes and no. Again, we're not going to play a game like that. So it is what it is. It's not. We're not going to see that Sunday. It's just not. It's not really coming. So we just got to do a better job. We playing 40 minutes of offense. Right now we played bad, and our offense was poor in the first half against McGill, and tonight it was poor in the second half. So I told the team, in our league, we know if you go 6 minutes against Pitt without scoring, you're going to be way down. And I don't have the thing, and I'm not sure. I don't know what our drought was. If we had a drought. Bill's supposed to know that.
You had about, it's like 3.5 minutes. Near the end, you scored 2 points in 4 minutes until
Yeah.
Yancey scored 3 minutes. So you got to do that.
Yeah. I was waiting for you to ask me. I'm impressed. I asked my assistants, I need to hire you, they didn't know.
You don't know if it's accurate though.
How you delivered it, it sounded great. But that's, you know, that's, I'll leave it with that. I mean, we can't do that in our conference. It's just, you're not gonna get that many stops. You know, I mean, you sit there and say, well, you know, Northern, boy, they spread you out there. They shot 33%. I don't know how much better defense you can play. Now, obviously, we could box out a little bit better, you know, with the wild rebounds and all that. That's a little unusual, though, for our guys. You got to be more efficient on offense. You know, we couldn't have looked any better on offense the first 7, 8 minutes. I don't know how long that went. Our ball movement was great. You know, everybody was, you know, we played really hard on defense. What we try to talk about is we got to play just as hard on offense. Our problem is at times our guys, we get up